Early morning and the jackdaws are on the move. These are one of the earliest birds to breed in this tree. Still a bit clumsy though. Mutual grooming in the morning is a great way to strengthen social bonds. Watched over by a single stock dove. Ringneck parakeets have taken over most of the holes in this tree. But they're a great source of food for one of Ealing's most famous residents. Female mallards are not normally seen up trees, but I guess she's looking for a bit of space. Maybe from this handsome drake. Meanwhile, at the top of the tree, we have a very special visitor. This falcon has flown in from Africa and will breed here. This is a hobby. This is the female. Her markings are slightly more washed out than the male, as you'll see later. And she's about a third larger than her partner. This is the male with a freshly plucked food item for the female. The male and female will take turns to incubate the eggs. This should take about a month. They're nesting in a hanging basket put out by Ealing Wildlife Group. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the tree, another member of the falcon family has decided to take up residence. This is a female kestrel, and she'd started nesting a month before the hobbies. It's a lot easier to tell the difference between a female and a male when it comes to kestrels. Again, being a falcon, he's about a third smaller, but what stunning markings. He needs to keep himself in tip-top condition, because he's got a lot of work to do over the next month. The male and female share the duties of incubation. This should take again about a month. A quick lunch break for the female. And before you knew it, there were chicks. And this time, I believe there were about 5. By this time, I was getting a bit worried about the size of the nest and the amount of chicks. With 5 chicks, the one at the front always seemed to get the food, as you can see here. This rather large item needed breaking up. As you can see, she got fed up with that in the end and just gave it to them whole. It always amazes me how quickly they can butcher a prey item. Can you believe it? One of the chicks actually downed that foal in one. I came back the next day and one of the chicks had actually made it out of the nest and onto the top. So he was the one who was going to get fed now. I did feel sorry for the ones in the nest, but spoiler alert, they all got out in the end. So most of the time when the parents went around, he kept his head down. His kestrel chicks will be taken by buzzards, sparrowhawks and crows. It must feel great to have a good old stretch outside that cramped nest. As you can see, the chicks, even in the nest, are really putting on the weight now. And what goes in must come out. Every so often the chicks would bring up pellets. This is undigested food which needs to be brought up. Another food item for the one on top. The female would often bring up food items from the ground, worms, crickets, grasshoppers, and feed them straight to the chicks. And then suddenly there were two. Another chick had made that epic leap of faith. Knowing the rest would be out soon, I took the next day off work and was pleasantly surprised when all four of them were on the branch first thing in the morning. One of them is further down the branch, already exploring. To be honest, I thought originally there were 5, and one might have fallen out the nest. I just don't know, because from that moment on there were 4. I dashed down there the following weekend. The chicks were basically all over the tree. They'd all moved away from the nest and looked happy. Still not flying yet, but plenty of time to exercise those wings. Although the chicks were spread out over the tree, we soon found them when parents turned up with some food, because they're very, very vocal. The male had a special branch which he always used to sit and watch the chicks. And one morning, we both witnessed something that I'd never seen before. Lots of wing flapping from this chick. He obviously had places to go. Looking up at his dad, he was like saying, "Watch me." Then a quick flight over to another one of the branches where he turned into a woodpecker. Meanwhile, back at the top of the tree, the hobby chicks were getting acquainted with the surroundings. By early October, they'll be following their parents back to sunnier climes in Africa. But for now, they can take it nice and easy and bring up the odd pellet here and there. While he's up there, you can check out the third species of falcon, which live very close. Welcome to Freddie and Dusty's family, the Peregrines of Ealing Hospital. This year they had 3 chicks, and all of them successfully fledged. The fastest animal on the planet, and a predator of, you've guessed it, the ringneck parakeet, which is where our story started. All 3 of these species of falcon have adapted to live in the skies over Ealing. With buzzards, sparrowhawks, tawny owls, little owls, all breeding in the borough, maybe Ealing should be known as the raptor capital of London.